Okay, so reroll number 2. We ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a little bit worried, but bring it on.
Okay, so there's 4 things here. Make this interaction the main focus of the room. Slayer flees or retreats from soldier.
Okay.
I don't know what to say to
Okay, I
that.
can see it myself now.
Force player to avoid this interaction. Red door opens when all trapdoors are removed.
Okay.
Force player to avoid this interaction. Guard and mimic cut tar simultaneously. Include this interaction in the room. Gentry eye prevents platform on pit from moving. I think I can maybe do something with the red door and Gentry eye. But that will definitely be interesting.
Oh man,
Oh.
that's something. I'm kinda torn between using the Slayer and the Gentry Eye. Okay, so 3 of those 4, yeah?
3 of these 4, yeah, I said over.
Oh no, wait, half, so only
Yeah,
2, okay.
Okay,
I
yeah,
forgot.
half unless you can raise it, unless like half or above if there's no other option.
No thanks. 2 will be enough.
Yeah, I think 2 will definitely be enough. Okay, starting the timer.
Okay.
So garden, okay. Well, I definitely feel like this is turning into a water level, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of water here and start off. Do that there.
Okay, let's start with a little bit more space.
I'm gonna try going for a circular platform. I know a fairly easy way I can do the avoid, guard, and mimic cutting tar simultaneously. And the issue, all you'd have to do there is, what I can do is make it so that, having them cut a, oh wait, guard and
It'll
mimic.
make it that they will pretty much be forced to stab the tar at 2 places, which will make the sister black door close, which make it impossible to reach some part of the room where you have an enemy you are forced to kill. It's pretty ridiculous.
If anything, it'd be interesting to do kind of thing where it's like there's 2 different paths based on sister gates for tar, and to make one impossible would be interesting. But to make it look as if cutting the tar simultaneously with a mimic is the way to go.
Actually, I think I will try to implement force player to avoid red door opens when all trapdoors are removed,
I was looking
and
at
include the Gentry Eye one.
almost doing that too. It's like I'm picturing almost. I don't know if I can do this because again, I'm not a good architect, but it'd be interesting to basically kind of do a choose your own adventure where there's 2 kind of a 4. There's a room. You have 4 options. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. The status of the trapdoors, or the status of the red doors and black doors, determine what weapon you can pick up that will help at the end.
That sounds interesting.
If I can do it, it would be interesting. If I can't, it's just a terrible idea. Ah. So I guess I don't need to worry about entry on platforms. And especially considering this is turning into a water level. I think I'll get rid of that. So I just need to make it so that the player has a couple of different... Hmm.
I have an idea.
Do you
You
now?
can't. You. Okay, no. Screw that. I don't have it anymore. Because
Okay.
I thought that you could probably make it that you need to use staff to prevent the gentry from killing you and at the same time get them to a different place in the room on a platform. But since you can't move the platform in any way,
Yeah.
it simply won't work.
Yeah, there's no real way to, like, push a Gentry eye, sadly.
Yeah. But does the chain also prevent the platform
I
from moving?
believe
Or
it
is it...
does, yes.
Let me check. Yeah. Damn.
Shit, the timer goes until we decide that we have a room. Approximately 20 minutes, though.
I have really bad feelings about this.
You definitely want to force
Okay.
people. I don't know how I'm going to do any of this yet, but I think I've got... I just answered quickly for you, Shik. That's the only thing. Ah. Okay, so as a sword walking in, how can I make this... Okay, so
I'm not sure how to incorporate the trapdoors into my design. I don't suppose the gentry I drop them by moving. No, they don't.
I want to see something here. If I have a nope, I would want it. So if I do it there, then that would immediately drop both. And if I had an enemy waiting right there, I wonder if I could almost just like use this as a trick.
A pretty interesting idea right there. So the point is that you will unlock both of them. I mean, you can decide whether to destroy the tower or drop the trapdoors, and depending on the choices you make, the it will determine the weapon you get. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing too.
I mean that's.
Yeah.
I'm asking if that's your design.
Yes. Yeah.
And the
So I actually
idea
don't want
is that
that.
you will have to prevent both of these things from happening. I mean, the only correct weapon to use will be a caber, yes?
Well, to be determined. I just kind of set those up there so I get an idea. I mean, I can replace it, or I can make it so that
Ah,
this
okay,
large section right here is caber dependent.
right.
But
But only one weapon will be the correct one.
yeah, and I mean with enough of
Okay.
them, like with the Pegats, I could probably put some briar in to make Pegats look like an inviting
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
With the
Mm,
spear, um, I can maybe put some tar or something in here and some uncuttable
yeah, I
tar
understand.
or dagger. I don't know. I put some trapdoors or. So I don't need that anymore. I also don't know how to place arrows. Actually, I don't want that right there. Right, I couldn't put tar. You're right. Um, I did have an idea for something. Didn't make it seem really obvious. I'm actually going to shorten up my trapdoor maze because my idea is... So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make it so that there's an enemy who will come, and I'm going to basically trap it so that, assuming you're walking down the corridor perfectly, there would be an enemy that would time right there that you would have to kill. But then the trick would be to wait. So... I was just testing something else out, which is why... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 31, 32. So let's put a little roach right there. Actually, wait. 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not the... Oh, is that potion seriously gonna cause problems? Is that why that... Oh, potions block pathing, doesn't it?
Uh, I don't remember. I think they do.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Well, let me just see how this is with...
Yeah, because the most of the monsters can't walk through them. Most, if not all, actually.